So, imagine walking into your garden one morning and you notice something alarming. The soil where your vegetables used to thrive looks dry, lifeless, and cracked. Your plants struggle to grow. Their leaves are pale, and even with regular watering, nothing seems to flourish. You might have tried commercial fertilizers, expensive soil amendments, or even fertilizers advertised as miraculous, yet the results remain disappointing. What if I told you that the solution is not in chemicals, but in simple natural ingredients that are already in your kitchen? Yes, you can revive dead soil naturally, improve its structure, enrich its nutrients, and create a fertile environment for your plants all without relying on expensive or synthetic products. Today, I'm going to walk you step by step through a homemade fertilizer method that is easy to prepare, highly effective, and sustainable. By the end of this video, you will understand not only how to make it, but also why it works scientifically, how to apply it for different types of soil, and how to maintain soil health for years to come. Let's begin by talking about the problem. Why does soil die? Dead soil doesn't just happen overnight. It is often the result of multiple factors acting together. First, over-fertilization with synthetic products can actually harm the soil's natural microbial life. When these microorganisms die, the soil loses its ability to cycle nutrients, retain moisture, and support plant roots. Second, continuous planting without rotation depletes essential minerals. If you keep planting the same vegetables in the same spot year after year, the soil gradually runs out of nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, and micronutrients. Third, compaction and poor organic matter lead to a soil that is dense, heavy, and hard for roots to penetrate. Water drains poorly, oxygen cannot circulate, and beneficial organisms like worms and fungi cannot thrive. Finally, neglect and lack of organic input over months or years can reduce soil fertility to a critical point, making it almost lifeless. The good news is that you can reverse all these problems naturally, and the method we will use relies on two ingredients that are often overlooked: eggshells and coffee grounds. Both of these are kitchen waste products, cheap, readily available, and packed with nutrients essential for plant growth. Let's break down why these two ingredients are so powerful. Eggshells are primarily composed of calcium carbonate, which is essential for strong cell walls in plants. Calcium helps prevent blossom and rot in tomatoes, peppers, and other vegetables. It also improves soil structure by neutralizing acidity, making nutrients more available for plants. Many gardeners underestimate the value of eggshells because they see them as waste, but when crushed or ground into a fine powder, they become a slow-release calcium source that feeds the soil gradually, benefiting both immediate crops and future planting seasons. Additionally, eggshells can help improve the drainage and aeration of clay-heavy soils, creating tiny gaps that allow water and air to penetrate more effectively. Coffee grounds, on the other hand, are rich in nitrogen, one of the three main macronutrients plants need. Nitrogen is crucial for leafy growth, photosynthesis, and overall plant vigor. Used coffee grounds also contribute small amounts of potassium and phosphorus, along with a range of micronutrients that are beneficial for soil life. Moreover, coffee grounds support the growth of beneficial microorganisms, which help break down organic matter and make nutrients more accessible to plant roots. Contrary to popular belief, coffee grounds are not overly acidic when mixed into the soil, and they can even help balance soil pH over time. Now, let's discuss how to prepare this homemade fertilizer. First, collect the ingredients. Use coffee grounds from your morning coffee and crushed egg to crush eggshells effectively. You can bake them in a low oven for 10 minutes to dry them, then grind them using a mortar and pestle, coffee grinder, or even a food processor. The goal is to achieve a fine powder that will integrate easily into the soil. Next, mix the eggshell powder with the coffee grounds in a ratio of roughly 2 parts coffee grounds to 1 part eggshell powder. This mixture ensures a balance of nitrogen and calcium, providing a nutrient-rich environment for your plants. For even better results, you can also add small amounts of other kitchen scraps, like banana peel powder or vegetable peels, finely chopped to enhance the diversity of nutrients. Once your mixture is ready, it's time to apply it to your garden. Begin by loosening the soil slightly with a fork or small hand rake, just enough to allow the fertilizer to integrate without over-disturbing the soil layers. Sprinkle the eggshell and coffee ground mixture evenly over the soil surface. For new planting areas, apply about 2 to 3 tablespoons per square foot. For established vegetable beds, you can apply 1 to 2 tablespoons around the base of each plant. Water thoroughly after application, which helps the nutrients start integrating into the soil. Over the next few weeks, you'll notice a difference. The soil will feel softer, darker, and more crumbly. Microbial activity will increase, often observable as tiny worms or soil organisms becoming more active. Plants will begin to respond by producing greener leaves, stronger stems, and in some cases, faster growth rates. It's important to understand why this works. The eggshells provide slow-release calcium that strengthens plant tissues and improves soil structure. The coffee grounds feed the microorganisms, which in turn process organic matter, releasing nutrients gradually. This combination ensures that plants get a steady supply of essential nutrients, reducing the risk of nutrient leaching and preventing the stress that often occurs with synthetic fertilizers. By using kitchen waste, you're also engaging in sustainable gardening practices, reducing trash, and improving your soil without chemicals. Let's explore some tips to maximize the benefits of this fertilizer. First, consistency matters. Applying small amounts regularly is better than dumping large quantities at once. Overloading the soil can lead to imbalances or create conditions that are too acidic for some plants. Second, incorporate the mixture lightly into the top few inches of soil rather than burying it deep. This keeps nutrients where roots can easily access them and encourages microbial activity near the surface. Third, combine this method with mulching, using straw, leaves, or grass clippings. Mulch protects the soil, reduces evaporation, and provides additional organic matter as it decomposes. Finally, monitor your plants and soil over time. Healthy soil is dynamic, and adjustments may be needed depending on the types of vegetables you grow. Seasonal changes and rainfall. Now, let's talk about special applications for different types of soil. If you have sandy soil, the eggshells help retain calcium and improve structure, while coffee grounds retain moisture and add organic matter, reducing leaching. For clay-heavy soils, the fine eggshell powder acts like a natural conditioner, creating air pockets that improve drainage. And coffee grounds stimulate microbial activity that helps break down compacted layers. For raised beds or container gardens, this fertilizer is particularly effective because it integrates well into controlled soil environments, ensuring your plants get maximum nutrients without over-fertilizing. Another tip is composting with these ingredients. Instead of applying them raw, you can add eggshells and coffee grounds to a compost bin with other organic waste. Over 2 to 3 months, microbial activity will convert the mixture into rich, dark humus, perfect for top-dressing your garden beds. This approach adds even more nutrient diversity and enhances soil fertility over time. You can also use a combination of raw application and composted material, which gives immediate benefits from the raw mix and long-term improvement from the compost. We should also address a common concern. Some gardeners worry about pests. Coffee grounds, for example, can help deter slugs and snails naturally when applied around plants. Eggshells, when left in slightly larger pieces around seedlings, create a rough barrier that some crawling pests avoid. These additional benefits make this combination not only a fertilizer but also a subtle pest management aid. Finally, it's essential to maintain soil health long-term. No single application is a permanent solution. Dead soil becomes healthy gradually, and maintaining fertility requires a combination of regular organic amendments, crop rotation, mulching, and mindful watering. Over time, as you apply this eggshell and coffee ground mixture, you'll see your soil transform into a thriving ecosystem capable of sustaining vegetables. Your microbes will flourish, worms will aerate the soil naturally, and your plants will respond with stronger, more resilient growth. In conclusion, reviving dead soil doesn't require expensive fertilizers or complex techniques. With simple kitchen ingredients like eggshells and coffee grounds, a bit of knowledge, and consistent application, you can restore life to tired soil, boost plant growth, and create a sustainable garden environment. Remember, the key is balance and consistency. Understanding the needs of your soil and observing the response of your plants. Start small, apply regularly, and watch as your garden comes alive, healthier, and more productive than ever before. By integrating these natural methods into your gardening routine, you not only improve plant growth but also practice eco-friendly, sustainable gardening that benefits the environment and reduces waste. So gather your eggshells, save those coffee grounds, and take the first step towards revitalizing your soil naturally. In the next few weeks, you'll notice the difference. Darker, crumbly soil, healthier plants, and a garden that thrives with minimal effort. Whether you're growing tomatoes, leafy greens, peppers, or herbs, this simple homemade fertilizer will give your plants the nutrients they need to flourish while teaching you the power of natural, sustainable gardening. Don't underestimate the impact of small, consistent actions. Every handful of eggshell powder or coffee grounds contributes to a healthier, more productive garden ecosystem.